Hello everyone, I am back with a flip through of this really cool recipe book that I found at an antique mall recently, and I just thought it was so unique. And maybe it's not unique, but it was unique. In my opinion, it's unique. It is probably years and years of someone collecting different recipes, and I just thought it was so cool. And here is the binder that everything is organized in. I guess you can call it organized. It doesn't really look too organized, but there's sections, and on the inside of the binder it has abbreviations, table of weights and measurements. So this was definitely made for this purpose, to keep recipes. I don't know the age on it, I can only guess. I just briefly looked through the recipes. I did find a bunch of different dates, so I wanted to save my flip through to go through it with you on a video. So that's what I am going to do. There's quite a bit in here, so I will try to get through most of it, but we'll see how far we get. So it was just cool. I was walking around in the antique mall, and I saw it sitting there, and I kept picking it up, looking at it, and I just fell in love with it. And I just had to have it. So it came home with me, and you can just tell it was put together by someone who really liked to cook. So let's see here. This is a breakfast casserole. I may even try some of these recipes. I know that my grandmother loved to cook, and she oh, look at this. To show the person's information, but she wrote on cheeseburger pie on the back of a banking deposit slip. So that's interesting. But my grandmother kept recipes. She didn't have anything like this, but she did keep different sorts of recipes, and I was able to get a couple of them, some of the favorite recipes that I really liked that she made as I was growing up. So I may even start a book similar to this. This recipe book has inspired me to do the same thing. So I've never heard of this. Fudge puddles. So I'll have to take some time and really sort through and read some of these recipes. So I think what I'll do, I think I'll just kind of flip through some of the recipes and look for dates to see if we can get a better idea of how old some of these recipes are. Potato soup. I love potato soup. I may even try this one. Of course, I try to cook healthy, so I would probably do some substitutions, especially with the 1 stick of butter. Some of the stuff I've never heard of. Swedish rucks. Alright, so here is an email, and I don't want to show anyone's information, but it looks like this is actually dated 12/22/2000. So our first date is at least 20 years ago. And I know this book is definitely older than 20 years. There's another one dated 2000, baked potato soup. There's just a bunch of newspaper clippings, and they have some nice aging, and you can tell they're just, these are older than 20 years. So this looks like a recipe for pastry. Here is a keep children sleepwear flame. Okay, is this a recipe? guess there's a recipe on the inside. And I'm looking for a date. I don't see a date on this one. Okay, here is 1987. I love brownies. Definitely chocolate icing. So there's just, it looks like she gathered these from, I say she, I'm just assuming it's a female. There's 2000. So this must have spanned over years and years. Swedish flatbread. There's just all different bits and pieces. This is for health and happiness through food. So what do we have here? This is, I guess it's a guide to tell you if you have these situations as like fatigue. Fat, bread, meat, and beans will give you energy. I guess that's what it means. Alright, so we have chocolate oatmeal cookies. I don't know about that. I don't think chocolate and oatmeal go together, but that's my opinion. There is just all sorts. It looks like this is the dessert section. So there's just all sorts of handwritten recipes in here. A lot of things I have never heard of. California salad. Okay, let's see here. So you can see the way that the clippings left a mark on the paper there. And that is just really cool the way that it did that. And there is just pages. I think it would take me probably hours to read through this. There's even a napkin in there. And there's still, you can tell these paper clips have been here for a long time. There's rust on the envelope. And I wonder if this came like this or if someone put it together. There's a lot of references to Sweden and Swedish. I wonder if this person, this is 1968. I wonder if this person was from Sweden. Pecan rocks. I've never heard of pecan rocks. And this one says, this is a commercial recipe. Please keep strictly confidential. I guess it's not confidential anymore. And I love these envelopes that are included in here. Then we have the drink section. So nothing in those sections. I guess she really liked desserts because that area is packed. Waffle brownies. I might have to try that for my grandkids. They would probably love that. Here's 1950. So this could be a collection spanning from, here's 1970, spanning from 1950 or earlier through 2000. And that is a cool image. I love the vintage images. Let's see if we can find a date on this one. And $1.59 for a dress. This is Lane Bryant. Let's see, the 1939. And that you cannot get a candy bar, I don't think, for $1.59 these days. So that's cool. So 1939. Then we have a homemade jewelry recipe in here. Okay, it is actually a recipe. Baking soda, water, cornstarch, poster paints, plastic, clear plastic spray, pin backs, and cement glue. Okay,